A warning that sounds like science fiction, but it is already becoming a reality. You're watching Gravitas Plus, and I'm Shreya Upadhyaya. Imagine this: your phone rings late at night, you answer, and you hear your daughter crying. She says, "Mom, I've been in an accident." The voice is unmistakable. The panic feels real. The fear is instant. But what if it isn't your daughter at all? What if that voice was generated by artificial intelligence in under 30 seconds? Well, America and increasingly the entire world is confronting a chilling new threat: AI powered scams that can clone voices, fake identities, manipulate emotions, and weaponize trust itself. According to a recent survey by Truecaller, the numbers are alarming. Nearly 75% of Americans say that they received scam calls or scam texts in the last year. Almost 30% say they encountered AI-generated voice scams, deepfake audio pretending to be relatives, celebrities, officials, or trusted people. And this is the most shocking statistic of all. More than 82% of people now ignore legitimate calls or texts because they fear scams. We're entering an era where people no longer trust the sound of a human voice. The telephone, the mobile, which was once designed to connect families, businesses, emergency responders, and loved ones, is now slowly becoming a machine of suspicion. And the reason for that is artificial intelligence. For decades, scams relied on broken English, robotic scripts, and obvious tricks. But today's scammers are using technologies that were once reserved for film studios and intelligence agencies. Voice cloning tools can now recreate a person's speech pattern, their tone, breathing style, pauses, even emotional expression. All a scammer may need is a short audio sample, sometimes just a few seconds, pulled from social media videos or YouTube clips, Instagram stories, or WhatsApp voice notes. And suddenly, your voice is no longer yours alone. Experts say that AI-generated scams are dramatically more effective than traditional fraud because they bypass logic and they attack emotion directly. And that is the real tech evolution and the danger here. The scammer doesn't need to hack your bank account first at all. They hack your trust, and this crisis is now growing fast. Cybersecurity researchers around the world have warned about the rise of what's called vishing or voice phishing powered by AI. Instead of poorly written emails, victims now receive hyper-realistic phone calls. A cloned child asking for help, a fake police officer demanding money, an AI-generated bank representative warning of fraudulent activity, a CEO instructing employees to transfer funds immediately. In some cases, businesses have already lost millions of dollars to AI impersonation attacks. And ordinary families and people are losing savings in moments of emotional panic. According to the Truecaller survey, nearly 1 in 4 Americans, which is around 25%, reported financial losses from scams. But remember, this is not just an American problem. India too has seen a sharp rise in AI-enabled scams. Fake customer care calls, digital arrest scams, deepfake political videos, WhatsApp impersonation frauds. Scammers pretending to be police officers, bank officials, even relatives in distress. Now, in a country with massive smartphone adoption and hundreds of millions of digital payments every month, the scale of vulnerability has been enormous, and it remains enormous. Unlike previous cyber threats, this one targets human psychology more than technology. And here's what makes this even more dangerous: artificial intelligence lowers the cost of deception. In the past, sophisticated scams required skilled criminals and expensive equipment. Now, AI tools are cheap, they are scalable, and they are globally accessible. One scammer can target thousands of people in a single day, in fact, in a single moment, using automated voice systems that sound natural and convincing. The technology improves every month. Barrier to crime keeps falling, and trust keeps on collapsing every minute. You can already see the social consequences of it now. People avoid unknown numbers, families verify identities repeatedly, businesses struggle to reach their customers, older adults have become isolated, emergency calls go unanswered sometimes. Even genuine human emotion is now questioned whether, is this really you question? And perhaps the saddest part is this: the more connected we become digitally, the less certain we become emotionally. Because when voices can be cloned, when faces can be deep-faked, and conversations can be generated instantly by machines, human authenticity itself starts to feel negotiable. In such a scenario, awareness becomes our first line of defense. So how do people protect themselves? Well, experts recommend a few critical steps. The first, slow down. Scammers thrive on urgency. If someone pressures you to act immediately, transfer money, share OTPs, or panic, pause and verify independently. The second one, create family-safe words. A private phrase known only to close relatives can perhaps instantly expose AI impersonation attempts. The third, never trust caller ID alone. Numbers can be spoofed, voices can be cloned. Verification matters more than recognition. And fourth, limit public voice samples online whenever possible. Every video that is uploaded publicly can potentially become training data for voice cloning systems. And finally, use spam detection and call filtering tools. Technology created part of this problem. Technology will also be part of the solution. Regulators worldwide are discussing new laws around AI disclosure, deepfake labeling, digital identity protection, and even biometric security. But remember, technology evolves faster than regulation, and criminals evolve faster than both of these, which essentially means society itself must adapt. Awareness matters. The first defense against deception is understanding how deception works. The AI revolution is bringing extraordinary opportunities, but it's also bringing never seen before challenges, and therefore stay alert. But above all, verify before you trust.